moving like the speed of sound. Feet can't keep on the ground.
So, Venom UK sent us one of these things. It's an official PlayStation licensed power bank. It's basically a charger or an extra battery for your regular DualShock 3 controller for PS3. Before doing the review, I had to think up some different areas to judge the device on. I came up with these: function, style, comfort, and ease of use. So, let's begin. Function. When it comes to the function, it works. It's pretty passive, and I haven't needed to recharge the battery ever since I plugged it in a while ago. The idea is that it gives you an extra 20-25 hours of gameplay by recharging the PS3 controller fully. I should probably talk about the box as well. The box is pretty awesome. It's simple but awesome, and I'll tell you why. The box, using nothing but pictures, manages to describe the device and teach you how to use the device. I love it. So I should probably mention now that it's pretty difficult to get the pack on and off. As you can see in the video, I thought I'd broken it, but I hadn't. It was the header is connected by a wire for some reason, and it slots out. I don't know why. Probably to stop it from breaking it like I almost did. When it comes to style, it looks pretty sexy. It's a little bulky, but it definitely fits in. It has a very similar sheen to the rest of the controller, which just makes it look like part of it. I liked it. With the comfort, I was worried that it would get in the way of my fingers, but when I was using the controller, it turned out that I was wrong. It just gives your fingers somewhere to be. It kind of lets them slot in. Ease of use. This is probably the weakest side of the device. Not too much of a problem though, it's pretty difficult to plug in and unplug the device from the controller. I don't think it's that much of an issue though, considering I doubt I'll be removing mine all that often. If I had to give some other criticisms, there would be one tiny thing, which is not too bad, and it's just that the bank sometimes wiggles from side to side when you push it with your finger. It gives a little creaking noise. It's not bad, and I almost didn't notice it. It's really subtle, but it gets irritating sometimes now I've noticed it. So a quick note with regards to Venom's postage and packaging. I received the package pretty much the next morning after they'd told me that they'd send it to me. And this is during the Christmas season, so I was really surprised by that, and props to them for that. But there was a little hint of squashing on the box, on the bottom of the box, which got me a bit worried before I opened it, but I realised that it was just, they'd just squashed air basically, so it wasn't much of a problem, but it was probably the mailman's fault, or someone's fault, not Venom's, because it must have been from posting in Royal Mail's side or something. So, the question, should you buy it? The answer to which is two parts. If you're watching the review because you need one of these things, as your controller's battery is particularly bad, then go for it. For £20 from the Venom store, it's worth it in order not to get distracted from your gaming. On the other hand though, if you're fine as you are and you're only watching the video out of interest, then there's probably no need in getting one. That said, it will probably double the battery life of your controller, so it might be worth it depending on your usage. I hope that helped, and thanks for letting us review your product, Venom. It was really nice to use, and it works really well. They also came with a charger, a cable, which I showed me throwing it over my shoulder, because everyone has one of them. It's a mini USB, so they use them in cameras and everything. They're very common, so you don't need one really. But there you go, they gave you that in case.
Like a bullet train.